Alright, I'm going to hopefully try to make a devlog series here, if I keep, consistently uploading this. But what I'm gonna be going over or trying to achieve here is making a shared backpack. Basically, that means every player in the game, they just share one backpack. And I wanna mention this custom inventory system that I have right now is made by, from me following this video on how to make a custom inventory in Roblox by how to Roblox. So that's where you guys can also get the inventory and just create your own custom inventory. I'm just going to build off of that and try to make it replicate to every player in the game. So we all share one backpack. I am going to be editing this and recording this in real time. So if you see cuts and whatnot, that's just me trying to edit this and speed it up a little bit. But other than that, let's get started. All right. How this custom inventory works is that when the player joins, it creates a folder, inventory folder with the backpack and hotbar and some object values, which holds the tool. And what we want to do is instead of giving it to each player, we want to just create one general folder where it will contain all the items for the backpack and hotbar. All right, now we have the inventory that shows up in the replicated storage instead of for each separate players like before. Now we have the tools, backpack and hotbar shows up here, and I made this the I guess the starter pack, and put the tools here where all the tools are going to be held instead of the player's backpack, so it can be shared across every player. And also because if I left it in the player starter pack, and when each time a player joins, it would duplicate, which isn't what I want. And the tools still work like they would normally, as you can see here. Now moving on to the code. Instead of creating a folder for each player, I just made it create once and put it inside of replicated storage, as you can see here. And we have the backpack folder, a hotbar folder with the 5 object values, which are going to be our hotbar items, I guess. And I made a tools folder, basically sort of like the backpack, where instead of it going to each player's backpack, it will be in this folder where it can be accessed by everyone. And now for the test, I have player 1 here. Player 1's going to equip the sword from our shared backpack. And if I go to player 2 and equip the sword, it unequips from player 1 and gives it to player 2. And when we're picking up new tools like this, as you can see, it shows up in our inventory. And now if we go to the other player's view, you can see we got 3 new swords and a bunch more items in our backpack. So this does duplicate to all the players in the game. And next up, all I gotta do is just add the rest of the feature, like dropping items and swap tools. So I'm gonna work on that because right now it doesn't work. As you can see, it bugs out quite a bit. And I'll come back once I get that working. All right, so here's like the final prototype. So as you can see here, this is player 2, this is player 1. Player 1's gonna collect all of these, and it's going to show up for both of the players' inventory. And I'm gonna collect a little bit more. And I'm going to just open the backpack for each of these players. And if I move the gun around, as you can see, it updates. And if I drop an item, it updates for both players. All right, folks, I think that's the end of this first devlog. I'll continue this series a little bit more. I'll make it like a little survival game, and it will be like pretty short, where you just have to collect a few supplies on the island that frequently generates like after a certain amount of time, and you just gotta craft a boat to sail off, and that'll be the end of the game. Just to showcase how this will be used in like a survival game.